tonight, should be easy work.
My boy is just all around excellent.
Oh, say does that.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke. So, Greg, with the season winding down, a lot of what-ifs for the team. What about players? Do they experience that as well?
You can't help but wonder what could have been if your team struggled, Kevin. Players are just like fans in that regard.
Now, Golden State's starting five. In at small and power forward, it'll be Wiggins and Green. Stephen Curry's out there with Young. And it's Jackson Davis in at the five, down low.
That's exactly what you want to see from MP at this stage of his career. Get to the rim and leave no doubt.
Ball with a wide-open look. Nailed from three-point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. MP's got 7.
Well, the catch-and-shoot game is definitely in the bag of MP.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Ball with the bucket.
Well, LaMelo Ball in the catch-and-shoot game, he says, I can get off the ball as well.
Here's MP into the lane, and the dunk by MP.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. There's Ball with the 3. Again, Ball missing. Warriors have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. MP passes to Curry. There's the 3. MP, no good. Hornets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Miller. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on MP.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
And you know, Brandon Miller may not have the experience, Doris, so far in the NBA, but boy, does he have a feel for the game.
And Kevin, that to me is something you can't teach. The ability at a young age to read situations well. He can mix his pace. He can create his own space for his shot. The game has already seemed to slow down for this young guy. Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Pass to MP. From deep. Knocks down the 3 ball. MP. He's got 12.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Philadelphia played some huge minutes. He scored 63 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Young against Ball. Pass to Bridges. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Warriors leading by 5. And it's Young. And time on the assist by Curry. Young's got 16 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Ball, the pass to Bridges. Beyond the arc. And the Hornets miss again.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
A nice shot by Young.
The floor spacing ability on display by MP right there.
Charlotte has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. Grant Williams comes in for Bridges. Green, he's checked in for Cody Martin. And it's Micic in for Ball. Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Kuminga comes in for Green. On a heel, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Stephen Curry. Pajemski finds Young. There's 38 seconds left in the first. And he makes that one.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Ball's checked in for Charlotte. And Doris, a new era began in Charlotte after Michael Jordan's departure as owner in 2023.
And Kevin, with that ownership change, there's always a transition period. And it may take a while for the Hornets to find success. But there are some reasons for optimism, and you begin with the young point guard. Yeah, you can see the impressive vertical of LaMelo. This guy gets to the cup and slams it home.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the basket by MP.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now Ball. He's got 7. Shoots over Pajemski. Ball with the bucket. Ball's got 9.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Young from outside. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Warriors lead by 14. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got MP. Hield is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Pajemski in at the 2-guard spot.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Here's Micic. Still scoreless. Fires for three. That shot off.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Young goes up and lays it nice and easy. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, being able to finish through contact, essential for MP. No one going to make it easy on the interior.
Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. All at cost of flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Mark Williams comes in for Nick Richards. And it's Cody Martin in for Micic. Then for the Warriors, Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Kevon Looney. Draymond Green comes in for Buddy Hield. And Curry subbed in for Brandon Pajemski. And the dunk by MP.
Love the energy that MP plays with. His young legs let him get to the open floor and finish it.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Again, Golden State.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last three.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Brandon Miller comes in for Green. Andrew Wiggins checked in for the Warriors. Williams kicks to Bridges. Charlotte no good that time either. Golden State's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. And the dunk by MP.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Miller outside. Charlotte no good that time either. And it's the Warriors' ball. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. And Young with the stuff.
Now, I'll tell you, that's a tremendous lob, but MP making the alley-oop look all too easy.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside, Martin. Bridges outside. No good from outside.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Ball finds Williams. To the inside. Out to Bridges. Good on the triple.
Miles Bridges getting more and more audacious from the three-point line. We see you, sir.
The three from MP. Kept alive. Wiggins makes it off the glass.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backcourt.
There's Ball with the three. Warriors with the rebound. One of the toughest teams for certain this season. They've hit the 60-win mark.
And fantastic team play. They've been fairly fortunate with good health along the way, adapting to everything that's been thrown at them. This group is a top contender, no doubt, for a deep playoff run.
Ball from long range. It's good from long range. Ball's got 5 points now this quarter.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
And another one that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Curry way out. Oh, he nailed it.
Wow. And it counts. That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Golden State Warriors. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We'll return shortly.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Charlotte Hornets.
Their opponent is beating them up on the boards, and they're not taking it well.
No, they are not. It's been pretty embarrassing. All right, and now time to give some recognition. Players of the Month. For the Western Conference, MP.
MP obviously deserves this. Impacts the game in so many ways. You can't overstate his importance to the team, Shaq.
That's right, MP. Put him on your back and roll, baby, roll.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Oh, he had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Pop it forward. It's Miller and Bridges. Ball runs point with Martin out on the wing. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. That one falls.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Charlotte shooting 28%. A rocky performance for them offensively. Ball, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Miller kicks to Bridges. Trains the three-pointer. Bridges has got 6.
I tell you, the ability to act quickly, to get your shot up as soon as you make the catch, that's beautifully done by Bridges.
The drive by MP. And it's Young finishing it off.
You know, they continue to feed him the ball, and he keeps delivering. The leading scorer in this one.
There's Ball with the 3, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Pass to Miller. Now, here's Bridges. And a miss there on the triple.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And good, he hits it again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Miller, the pass to Bridges. Pass the ball. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Young with the ball. Bridges covering. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And that one's good. MP.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Outside Williams. pass the ball. Bridges a screen on Wiggins. Miller, no up. And here's Golden State. They're on a 12-3 run. And good! There's another. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Golden State moving the ball around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Ball from long range. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, you're trying to answer the three, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage, so an adjustment was made. Fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, D.A.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Mark Williams. Williams comes in for Bridges. Green, he's checked in for Cody Martin. And it's Micic in for Ball. Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Fields checked in for Wiggins. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Stephen Curry. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Micic. Goes up on the wing. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Micic has got his first basket of the night.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Young, no good. Here's Micic. A 3-ball. Drills the 3-pointer. Micic has got 5 points now this quarter. And so it's the Golden State Warriors, able to put on a show for the ages. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Mark Williams is checked in for Nick Richards. Miles Bridges comes in for Williams. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for Josh Green. And Martin subbed in for Micic. And the Warriors also making a change. Young's checked in, so with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Kevon Looney, Jonathan Kuminga out there with Buddy Hield, and it's Young, and it's Melton in a 2-guard. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Miller, no up. Now, here is Young. Puts up a deep 3. No good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win